Hey everybody, welcome back to Wiki Sports. This is Power Play, and I'm joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. And Chris, I feel like I don't even have to ask, but how are you doing? Yeah,
It's it's not great.
no,
Not great.
no, it is not. So after an amazing season, record-setting season for the Bruins, they lose in Game 7 to the Florida Panthers after winning 3-2 with 59 seconds left in overtime. After being up 3-1 in the series. This is a nightmare. Chris, the floor is yours.
It's I don't even know where to begin with this. So number one, that amazing regular season that we had, nobody's gonna talk about that. Nobody's gonna remember that. Nobody cares about the regular season. The story of the 2022-2023 Boston Bruins is gonna be this amazing elite team that couldn't get it done when they needed to get it done.
I agree, and I mean, Chris, like, what happened here? We last time we spoke, it was 3-1, and then obviously, we're busy with regular life. We can't do YouTube every day. Maybe one day. Subscribe, help us get there. But what led to this? I mean, collapse. I don't know what else I can call it.
Nope, that's the word. It was a collapse. It was a Death Star implosion. Like that's um I guess to start game 7, they didn't show up. They There's no other way to say it. They just didn't show up. They didn't look like they were trying. They looked gassed. They didn't look like they had their hearts in it. Florida played their asses off games 5, 6 and 7. Like they played like they wanted it and they got it. They got it. I can't even be that mad that they beat us because they deserved to beat us the way that we played. It was absolutely disgraceful.
That's a pretty common sentiment I've seen online from Bruins fans of being like, I mean, congrats, Florida. You wanted it more. It just feels like that.
Yeah, literally. I'm a big fan of Shorzy, and one of the thing in that show is that they hate to lose. Like loving to win isn't enough. You have to hate to lose also, and that Bruins team did not hate to lose enough based on the effort that they put forward on the ice.
Yeah. So I guess we'll take it from a series like entire like encapsulating the entire series here. What was like the big thing that either the Bruins did poorly or the Panthers did exceptionally to lead to this outcome?
So I'll do a little bit of both. The Panthers played Bruins hockey. They played Bruins style hockey. They were in your face. They were physical. They played fantastic defense. Matthew Tkachuk is something else too. Playing. Oh, I love Matthew Tkachuk, but after this series, I hate Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of those players where it's like when he's not playing your team, love him. When he's playing your team, hate his guts. The
Oh
Jimmy Butler of the NHL, if you will.
yes, and so like that's what. And then the Panthers goaltending, Sergei Bobrovsky, lights out Game 7. He was so good. He might be one of the most clutch goalies in the NHL right now. This is not the first time he's come through in a Game 7 for the Panthers. Getting to the Bruins though, two things that should have been different. Number one, I don't understand why they were messing with the goalie rotation. What they were doing all year was working, swapping out the games, true tandem. Then we come into the playoffs and we're just going to hand the starting job to Olmark, which I get, but at some point it doesn't work, and you have to switch something up there. And so Montgomery, I don't know what his thinking was there, deciding to switch it up. Um,
Well, let me ask you this. Would you have preferred when they were up 3-1 to put Swayman in then to kind of stick to the rotation?
yes, I do. I think they should have alternated games, just like the way they did in the regular season. Because then that would have kept Olmark fresh. We found out today and yesterday a whole bunch of the injuries that are going on. I guess Patrice Bergeron has a herniated disc. which he played through. Linus Ullmark has some kind of a lower body injury, whatever that means.
No
And
clue. Love the injury report in hockey, though.
But the thing that the Bruins were doing on the ice that I think killed us is they were passing the puck when they should have been shooting the puck. You
I
get
mean,
a
if
great
I know you, Chris.
why the fuck are you passing the puck?
Yeah, and like if I know you, I mean, that's literally been your gripe from day one with the Bruins. It continues this season. You want them to shoot, and they just won't do it.
They don't shoot, and it's not like they don't score when they shoot. We have David Pastrnak, the second highest scorer in the league right now, and like we have some of the best offense, but they're trying to be too fancy, passing the puck around, doing all these neat little nifty plays they didn't practice, but they won't just shoot the puck.
It's insane. Do you want to talk at all about turnovers? How are those compared to like normal?
Turnovers, my God, that goes again. When you're passing the puck when you should be shooting, when you pass the puck, you're more likely to turn it over. David Pastrnak was the worst with the turnovers. Like that's for an elite player like that. Like you can't. That's not okay. You can't be turning over the puck like that. Then Linus Ullmark, man, Linus Ullmark in that one game. I swear to God, that is our Vezina winning goalie. Your job description is in your job title.
Yeah,
And the goal if you're a goalie. There's so much that went wrong. No effort, no brains, no just bad hockey through this second half of the series.
Yeah, and so I mean, where do we even go from here, Chris? I mean, I don't know if you even have thought about the future at all, but like, what's next for the Bruins?
What's next? Well, I can say right now, bye bye Patrice Bergeron. He's retiring. That's a foregone conclusion at this point. Bye bye David Krejci. He's a free agent. Probably going to retire too. Bye bye Dmitry Orlov. Bye bye Tyler Bertuzzi. Can't afford to pay you. Like coaching isn't a problem, but I don't know that Montgomery survives some of the decision making in the playoffs. I'd love to see him stick around. He's a great coach.
Yeah, it's a weird position to like have this historic regular season as your first season as the coach and then have this collapse. It's like, how do you judge that, as a owner, as like someone making those kind of decisions,
I don't know. I don't know what Sweeney's gonna have a long off season trying to figure out all this.
Yeah. If he does get fired, our shows are definitely the kiss of death for managers. Like at this point, I think we've lost almost every team we cover in depth has lost at least one head coach or manager at this point.
Yes, and for the better in some cases. I don't know that we would have gotten this far if Bruce Cassidy was still coaching us, but that being said, Vegas is still in it. Vegas is going to the second round.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, I feel like, for Bruins fans, on top of everything else.
Well, they were playing the Jets.
All right, fair enough.
Winnipeg is not a team that you expect to go to the second round, so
yeah,
they're always good.
Yeah, this is a tough, obviously this is going to sting for a long time for Bruins fans. And to add insult to injury, the Maple Leafs won a series. Yeah.
I think that makes it worse. That just pours salt and lemon juice right in the wound. The fact that now we are the team that has had 2 first-round exits in a row, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are going on to the second round.
Yeah. So I guess my only other question: how far do you think this Panthers team can go now?
I think I'm rooting for them against the Leafs. but I don't think they make it past the. I don't think they make it past the conference championship.
Yeah.
But with the teams that are left in the East, though, like I'm not sure who would win the conference championships. We got Game 7 for the Rangers and Devils tonight.
Mhm.
So we'll finally have that last piece of who's going on there.
Yep. That should be a fun game. And hey, shout out to the Avalanche. You got so lucky that the Bruins did this.
Yeah. For the rest of the playoffs, I'm rooting for whoever comes out of the West.
For sure.
And right now, I'm behind Seattle. I want Seattle to go to the distance.
Yeah, it would be fun. And, I don't think there's any real bad blood from us to any of the Western Conference teams. So I think it's fine.
No, I have a soft spot for just about all the Western Conference.
Right, exactly. So we'll see. All right, Chris, anything that we didn't mention that you wanted to?
Nope, that's it. I'm done talking about the Bruins. I don't want to talk about the Bruins anymore. I don't want to talk about the Maple Leafs either.
Mhm.
And I guess the next thing we're watching is Patrice Bergeron and the arena vote in Tempe, Arizona is I think it's this week. It's either this week or next.
We'll have to do it, Sean, because we've been on that story this whole time. So we even put the stadium in a thumbnail one time, which didn't work great, but we made it work. So we'll put it on that. And draft's coming up, right? It's like a month away.
Yeah. Yep. NHL draft coming up. We're gonna watch Connor Bedard go to whoever, probably Anaheim or Columbus.
So we'll still have much to talk about, despite this happening, and it's just gonna sting. Chris, take it easy. I feel you. Dolphins had their best year in years this year, and it all fell apart too. So I can kind of relate. And obviously as a Bruins fan, this sucked. All right, anything you want to promote before we get out of here?
My angry Twitter is at Chris_Uminski. My angrier TikTok is at Chris Uminski.
So you'll follow those, and then you can follow me on Twitter at @TheFakeMeMarks, UMARR. And the channel is pretty much everywhere. Just search Wicked Sports. You'll find us. And other than that, Chris, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Brian.
And we'll see you all in the next one.